official. Okay.
That's what I would do.
At the door.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
At the door. It's a whole situation.
The last 2 rows and avoid the first 2 rows.
Alright.
Avoid the what? She said what?
The best hydration.
Okay.
Before or after wash.
It's already in your
Thank you for joining us at the Black Beauty Club.
Wait, let's tell you.
Wait, what's
Cleanser.
They need you up in here too.
They need me in the
Period.
Promote your businesses.
Ooh, okay. Hold on, I'm gonna start coming to these shit.
So JT.
Ordinary.
Come get a facial.
We got a little no polish.
The city girl from that.
Period.
Okay.
Now this is cute.
Legacy, disruption, and what it really means to shape the future of beauty. Through these conversations, we'll ask, what would it take for beauty, especially Black beauty, to be defined on our own terms without compromise? We'll also examine the complex role of community in beauty. We often see community as the antidote to exclusion, even within our own spaces. But today, community exists in many forms, physical, digital, and even within its own hierarchies. This is a space for open dialogue, for tough questions, and for imagining a future where Black beauty is not just seen, but thoughtfully powered.
That's right.
Period. Yes.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce the founder of the Black Beauty Club, Tomi Talabi.
Hi. Yeah, I'm like super shy. The introvert in me is dying. I'm so happy that the lights are flashing. But good evening and welcome to the Black Beauty Talks. This is like a huge dream. I can't believe it's actually happening. I remember when I saw this space, I was like, we have to have it here because I always think we have to have like the most beautiful space, most elevated place for like Black people to celebrate all the time. It is an honor to have you all here tonight, gathered in celebration of Black beauty, culture, and the voices that shape our industry today and tomorrow. This conversation, this space is really not just an event, it is a movement, it's a declaration, and a commitment to honoring our history while shaping our future.
Yes.
When I founded the Black Beauty Club, it was rooted in the belief that beauty is really more than skin deep. It's a reflection of identity, legacy, and power. And our mission has always been to create a space for Black beauty enthusiasts, professionals, and leaders to come together, to share knowledge and build pathways together. We really exist to amplify conversations that matter, the stories that deserve to be told, and the people who are driving change. And all of you, a lot of you, especially sitting in this front row right here, have really been on panels before. You guys have given me a lot of advice. You guys have been behind the scenes, and I'm just so happy that you guys have been at our iftar dinners together. But beauty and community has always been rooted in Black culture forever. It's not you. It's just easy to commodify now because it's in a digital space. But for us, it's always been a real thing. When you sit down with your family and you're braiding your hair in a salon, all that fun stuff, we've always done this. And so it's gonna be really fun to hear Mimi Sillah, who is part of our very own Black Beauty Club team, and my favorite girl, Annie, also known as Any Given Sunday.
Oh my goodness, everyone looks so good. I just want to double tap in real life.
Ooh, is this on?
Welcome.
Oh my gosh, hi.
Hi, Annie.
Hello, Mimi.
Thanks for joining us for this Black Beauty Talk. I'm so excited to do this with you. It's a huge thing that we're here. For those of you who've been here since day one, do y'all remember we were on Clubhouse?
And we're transforming like the way people have access to decision making, right? So I don't know if people like influencers are gatekeepers of power as much as they like we've expanded access to that sort of power, and I don't know, it becomes a little bit tricky when you think about like, okay, you have access, and are we necessarily trying to do anything to shift it? Or are we necessarily trying to do anything to open up and to increase that access? And I think as long as we refer to it as power, and as long as there are like decision makers, I don't know if it necessarily becomes anything more than just shifting those dynamics to newer people.
Shifting those dynamics to newer people. And you don't think that the ability to shift is that power change?
I think, so now thinking, I think the distinction is with traditional gatekeepers, it was very hard to take that power away. And so with things like influencers or with those sort, like, it's a lot easier to lose your power. I think that's where I'm having like, I don't think it's the same thing, and I don't think it's necessarily shifting, because now, okay, take a celebrity brand, like because there's someone can attach, a face that can be attached to a brand, if people don't like you, if they don't support what you're doing, you can be done. Like people can decide we're no longer supporting this, or we're no longer messing with you. And I think with the traditional, you know, gatekeepers or the traditional decision makers in beauty, it was a lot harder to say like this brand that has been here for decades, years, we're just done with them. And so I think that's why I'm like, okay, maybe it's shifting, but it's tenuous. Like it's not necessarily as strong and as firm in place as the traditional gatekeepers, which makes me feel like power is not really shifting, it's just how it looks.
We felt it. Okay. That was fabulous.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is Black Beauty Club.
Yeah, we're digging deep. Who benefits? The first answer is usually always proximity to whiteness or Eurocentric beauty standards. Yeah. I'm gonna just say what's on my mind. In a lot of ways, I know, for example, and it's tough, right? When you think about, if we're thinking about, you know, access and people seeing your face and people knowing your name, or, you know, in that type of way, I'm an aware person. I'm pretty self-aware, and I think a lot of the ways that I've moved through the industry has been with that awareness. And so I am aware of the ways that I benefit, and like I'm slightly up on a hierarchical level if we are thinking about, you know, the hierarchy being based on Eurocentric features, proximity to whiteness. I don't think I'm like a Eurocentric person. However, I am aware of proximity to certain things that like society would deem attractive, even outside of the Black community. When we think about thinness, when we think about hair, when we think about you know, features, when we think all of those things.
Right.
So yeah, I think the answer is always going to be the people who benefit in a hierarchy. Like the hierarchy is almost always going to be based on proximity to whiteness or Eurocentric features, at least in an American context.
Oh, you're just adding another layer. But how do you, before we go there, because I would just go off, like how do you deal with that? How do you contend with that? How do you, being aware of this hierarchy and how it benefits you in many ways? Yeah, I guess that's my question. Like, how do you deal with that awareness? You said you were like extremely self-aware, and I can only imagine the constant back and forth that you might go through. So I'm just wondering.
It's tough. We were having a conversation. Mimi and I like to yap, so we're gonna just chat it up. It's tough because sometimes I feel like how I deal with that awareness is just like being aware, which isn't necessarily enough, right? Like we were talking about, you know, how I'm like, I really love myself and love the way that I look, which wasn't always necessarily the case. But like we were talking about how like one of my personal rules, and when I think about like my personal beauty like boundaries and rules, is like I don't want to make any like permanent changes to my face. Like I'm like I don't do anything semi-permanent, permanent. Like I don't want to, because I like really like my face. But like we were talking and she was like, well, like you might like your face. Like how do you come to that conclusion when other people aren't reinforcing that you should like your face or that you should like the way you look?
And the algorithm is also reinforcing that love for your face or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right, and it's it almost becomes like a chicken and egg where it's like, I really love the way I look, but like people are also loving the way that I look, so like that confirms or reaffirms that I should love the way I look. And the answer is like, I don't know. Like I won't know.
Jump on to, maybe you're supposed to jump on and talk about the latest product or the latest new thing, or be the person trying the thing so that you can influence others. How do you cut out the noise and say, you know what, this trend will miss me, this moment I don't need to participate in, when the algorithm again rewards that behavior where you have to consume and take in and try and be influenced by external factors in order to output?
You know, what helps for me, I'm not really a trends person. Like a lot of the content that I put out online, I'm not really big on trends. Like I feel like my content is very consistent and like I like to talk. And like when I've tried it before where I'm like, oh, it seems like talking about new products gets you a lot of views. And so sometimes I'll like try and review new products and things like that. But, and you know, it gets dicey because I'm not saying that like I seek validation all the time in numbers, but like I think even sometimes my community knows like this is not like, this is cool, like thanks for putting this on, but like, you know, we want to hear your thoughts. Like, and so I think what helps is the fact that like, because it's not authentic to me, I don't get rewarded for it. And for that reason, like I'm not necessarily that incentivized to continue. So that's almost kind of sort of being lucky in that regard. I think it would be a lot more challenging if you were someone who like constantly posts new products and gets views or gets that like we want to see more, we want to hear more, we want like more new products. But at the same time, I think if you are being rewarded in the algorithm for that, it also could be because like that is something that you are good at doing, like at explaining the product really well, at doing a really good quality review of a product. Like even though, you know, product reviews can get a lot of views and things like that, I think if you are a Black creator and you're getting a lot of views for it, like we know you're that means a lot, because to even get that much as a creator online, like you're doing 2, 3, 4 times as much. So for me, I don't necessarily get rewarded for like product reviews. So I get rewarded, I think, for being authentic, which is like cliche and cheesy.
It's working. It's working. Is it?
From intricate braids to editorial makeup and nail art, Black beauty has always been about craftsmanship. We'll love to explore this with an incredible lineup of disruptors who have changed the beauty industry with their vision. They've worked with all your favorite celebrities, models, artists, and magazines. You've seen their work in Vogue, ID, Condé Nast, and Hearst publications. It's honestly too long to list. Please give a warm welcome to creative director and makeup artist Raisa Flowers, nail artist and educator Dawn Sterling, and our moderator journalist Tahira Hairston.
All these stairs, they trying to set us up to fall. This is a setup. Huh? Oh,
Immediately jumped in.
period. Yeah. Period.
Oh, do we need an extra?
It's an extra, yeah. Yes.
Actually, let's keep it at
So get me right.
Sorry, I thought that's hers. I'm sorry. Shut up. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I think that's hers. Like, she making me want to jump in.
She's not a fashion girl. I wish she stopped me and be like, she is a fashion girl. And then they'll be like, I could be dressed like I'm going to carnival, right? They will still tell me that I'm trying to be alternative. And I think that people need to understand the difference between alternative and just having on a black outfit. I think a lot of people are very uneducated. And I want people to understand everything is God. Not everything is God, and no, I'm not, like, I can wear a bunch of jewelry, and no, I do not believe in, worship the devil or whatever. So I think that our people need to just educate themselves. I had a Harper Bazaar picture that came out, and I thought I was giving, like, very old Hollywood black beauty or whatever. And it was like, I wish she stopped forcing this art style. I'm like, what the I was confused, but I appreciate it, you know?
What are some of the beauty aesthetics you loved while growing up in Miami and coming into adolescence but didn't always see celebrated in magazines or campaigns?
Ooh, well, I would say that growing up, I wouldn't know because I was very into black magazines. So I was into Ched, Ebony, Essence, and like hair store flyers and stuff like that. So I wasn't really into magazines that wasn't for our culture. So I feel like we always was celebrating what I was looking at.
So people love to put beauty into categories like natural, glam, avant-garde. Do you think that that kind of labeling limits black beauty, or do you think it helps showcase its range?
It definitely helps showcase range. You know, when people are educated on it, like I said, a lot of people don't know what the fuck they're looking at. So they don't know if they're looking at editorial, they don't know if they're looking at avant-garde, they don't know if they're looking at simple beauty. They just see dark-skinned girl with makeup and they think like, I don't know what they think.
Which one do you think you identify with the most?
What I identify with the most? Ooh, I just think I'm a baddie. Like, I don't know. I think that I'm just bad. Like, I don't know. Like, I genuinely just think that I identify with. If you want to look pretty, you want to do pretty girl makeup, you want to get an inspiration, like brown, black, like, yeah, I can do it all. I can do anything.
Period.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you study fashion merchandising and have a really strong eye for style. Do you have plans to step further into beauty, maybe your own hairline or nail collab, or even fashion? You know, the girls want to know.
Okay. Yeah, y'all heard her. I went to college for fashion merchandising. Because a lot of people think I woke up one day and was like, oh, I want to be in some fashion. No, I was in school. I couldn't afford it. I had to leave. But I went and I am going to have my own beauty brand soon.
Congratulations. So I feel like you exist at the intersection of music, beauty, and culture. So when you switch up your hair, your makeup, and your whole vibe, people really notice, like they take notice to that. Do you ever feel pressure to stick to a certain aesthetic, or do you enjoy challenging expectations? But I feel like we know the answer.
I enjoy a challenge. I feel like it keeps me alive. Like, if I was like everybody else, I would be forgotten a long time ago. You know? So I love a challenge. I love getting dressed, because I already know bitches gonna gag.
Like, I love that you, when you did your Cosmopolitan thing recently, you were giving Barbie, and now you're giving, like, you glare alien. Like, I love it. Yeah.
I don't know.
You wanna do a quick fit check? Tell the girls what you wearing. Yeah.
Okay. The dress is TT Breathe. Yeah, it's a lot of TTW. It's a brand from Ukraine. My shoes are Saint Laurent. The jewelry, Breathe. I'm looking for my stylist, but yeah, I have on Saint Laurent shoes. And this dress, I'm going to post on my story when I leave. But it's a lot of letters, so it's not really a name. So
yeah, it's like a lot of letters.
It's a lot. It's not easy to remember, but if you are a female, I think you should shop with this brand because it makes you really sexy. Like, everything they have at their brand, it hugs you, corsets you, and shapes you. So, yeah. I love Tiana Taylor. Doechii, of course. It's a lot. I would say, like, that you see them putting that shit on and pushing forward. It's a lot. I don't, right now, off the top of my head, I can't remember, but I know it's definitely Tiana Taylor. For a long time, it's been her, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. If you could create a new standard for what it means to be a beauty icon, what would that look like for you?
Can you say that one more time?
If you could create a new standard for what it means to be a beauty icon, what would that look like for you?
Oh, what would it look like for me? Did you watch Supreme Models on Netflix?
I think I was watching, is it episodes?
Yes, episodes. I just feel like being a beauty icon is already here. It's like no way we can just go find it. We just gotta keep evolving and, you know, keep creating it, keep referencing it, and staying true to it. It's here already. Like, it's like, you know, you gotta fight for it because even the shit that the stuff, I'm so sorry.
we didn't practice.
Well, what I could say is the stuff that I go through, this has been going on for ages. Like, it did not start today. Like, I watched Supreme Models and I was glued to it and I was like so motivated. And I'm like, you know, it's so many women came before us to fight for us to be able to wear this makeup and look this good and be praised. So I feel like it's already here. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like what I would love to see is more of what you champion, which is just like being your own beauty standard. You know, like whatever that means for you, like just getting up and choosing it and deciding that that's what you want to do.
Yeah, and I feel like they masculate dark women in makeup a lot, like, and they get it confused, but it's fine. I just feel like we should keep pushing and be as vibrant and colorful and wild and crazy as we want to be, no matter what they think it look like. I think we should just keep doing it, okay?
I agree. 1,000%. So, who are some of the Black beauty pioneers, whether from music, film, or fashion, that you feel laid the foundation for the way that you see beauty today? It also doesn't have to be like a well-known pioneer. It could be anyone in your family, anybody.
I grew up in Miami. It's very, very fly there. But one person I'm not gonna lie that I watched growing up that is famous is Tyra Banks. It was just like, I seen her like you know, American Next Top Model kind of like shaped me, and I was like, you know, we got like TV ain't like that no more. We done seen Tyra shave people hair off and send them home. So I feel like I grew up to American Next Top Model and that harsh reality of what beauty is, and like I've seen a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Do you feel like there are any Miami specific pioneers or Florida specific pioneers that have shaped it for you?
Yeah, we got Jackie O, who's beautiful. We have Trina, who's beautiful. Like if you look back at those two, they always was fly. They always said they had great makeup, great style, great everything. Like we have the prettiest strippers. I feel like I would like to have a challenge. I feel like Miami has the most. We gonna get in trouble?
No, it's okay.
No, you know what? Beauty comes in all different places. You know, you can't. You ain't never seen a scrub of makeup? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I live in Atlanta.
I cannot get in trouble for telling the truth, okay?
So I feel like you are shaping your own lane in beauty right now. What impact do you want to leave on the industry outside of your beauty line?
Oh, I want y'all to always have my pictures forever. Like, I want to be one of those people. I want to be one of those people who has reference so many years from now. Like, I want to have so many different beauty pictures, and I want y'all to be like, JT was that bitch, that girl. I want y'all to have so many pictures of me. I want her to be like, you know, all my iconic looks, my makeup looks. Don't ever forget them. Don't ever let nobody else say y'all nobody else did. Remember me, okay? That's what I want y'all to do. Just remember that I was out here fighting too. Like I was swinging. It's a lot of us, but I was one of them, okay?
I was just telling her earlier, I was like, when I was looking on Pinterest, just like JT looks, there were so many looks that came up. I was genuinely like, wow, like you really have been pushing and pioneering in the beauty space in a way that I feel like a lot of people don't realize, you know? Yeah. So which of your looks that have like either been viral or not have been your favorite?
The favorite?
Yeah. Like pick a favorite.
Absolutely. Okay, my blonde eyebrow look, and I like my mousse clear look when I had the black look and the look, you know, that was my favorite. That's my favorite. I feel like that right there had, like, that really, like, I was there for clothes. My face always steal a show, you know? So I was there for clothes, and everybody, when I got online, it was all about my face. They forgot about everything, and like, yes, so yeah.
Okay, great. Also, do you want to tell them the story about the black lip look? How you said that you couldn't replicate it again.
Oh, I can't replicate.
It was like a one and done type of
It's
situation.
like a one and done look. Like it's hard to do. Sophia's not. She did that look, and it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
It's not. I know y'all been trying. I know people try. It's not.
Good luck. Okay.
Good luck. It's not. It looks simple though. Like it looks simple, but
Yeah.
it's hard.
So young black girls look up to you, obviously, not just as a rapper, but also as a beauty icon. What is one piece of beauty or confidence advice that you give them?
The one advice I would give black women, especially, like I said, just to keep doing you. I feel like we always get policed with everything we do in a beauty space. Like, oh, you can't wear that much makeup, or that color don't fit you, or that hair color don't fit you. I feel like it looks so much better on us, and it caused a conversation, you know? We not boring, don't be boring. Like, wake up, do y'all makeup. Okay, don't be monotone all year round. Like, let's get colorful, let's get fun, and let's stay beautiful. Don't let nobody convince y'all that y'all are not those girls, those guys, those days, those things. Everybody, like, I feel like, keep doing y'all thing. Like, don't stop. Don't be shy. Get out there.
Don't be shy. So of being obviously stunning, what would you say your favorite thing is about you and your journey as an artist so far?
My favorite thing about my journey as an artist is my perseverance. I feel like I've been through so much as an artist that people don't see, that I don't show. I'm a Sagittarius. I feel like, baby, before we tell our business, before we punk ourselves out, it'll be a problem. But I feel like my perseverance to keep creating a new me every time. Like, I feel like I'm evolving every time. I'm reinventing myself every time. I'm pushing myself to new heights every single time. And it's really me. Like, it's really all me.
Tara, when you talking about new team.
Okay. But no, seriously, I would really let her know that, like, girl, just be patient. You know, like, just really be patient. Your time is coming. And, like, you are going to be that popular diva superstar that you used to stare at the TV all the time and say, I'm going to be popular. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. And I'm, yeah, look at you now, girl. You're popular.
Like you did. Like you really did. I did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what?
Movies here, they so funny and cute. And thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all, everybody, because, you know, it takes a lot to get up here and talk. But y'all make me feel so comfortable. Y'all are so beautiful. Y'all look so good. And more blessings to y'all, okay?
Okay.
I'll do a Henny Rita.
A Henny Rita?
It should be good. Oh, that's cute. I like that.
That is cute.
Yeah. There's a lot of pretty girls here. I love this.
I love to see it. Thank you for coming with me.
You're welcome. Why are you thanking me? Thank you for inviting me. I have fun.
You know when a lot of people ain't gonna pay that.
Cause I don't do shit like that. That's I'm a little like.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get all my
find your group.
content. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like I like when like they talking to me, so I'm talking back. So I like it. It's cute.
Work the
No negative
room.
energy.
Because you never know
They
who
love
you gonna
you,
meet.
though.
They love you.
They love you.
They love
They love you. It's a good thing they love you. Cause I be in the background like, yes, get all that shit.
Not they love
Get
you.
all that shit. Now they do. Yup, that's Hennessy right there. Back it up. No. Hey, Sillah. Wine your banana. Period. Yes. She look good. Hold up. You got it? Period.